welcome to not the shop. Well, not my shop. We're here at Lauer Auto where Grimes currently works, and we've got Amber's station wagon on the lift, hopefully to fix upon it a little bit. However, there's a twist with this one because I'm not doing anything. This is between the two of them.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah, no. No, I'm not touching, I mean, my hands are dirty already, so mission failed, but
Here's nuts.
no. No. So I'm gonna be behind the camera, and yeah, so far she unbolted the rear support brace and the other rear support brace, and Tyler just sent 4 exhaust nuts straight to hell. But either way, we are now ready to drop the exhaust. Because what are we doing today, Amber?
Transfer case?
Sure. What are we doing today, Tyler?
Transfer case.
All right, transfer case.
And transmission service.
And a transmission service.
These ZF boxes, the ones with the plastic oil pans, they actually have a filter integrated. So
wait, isn't that a GM box?
Maybe it's a GM. Oh, either way, these things have an integrated filter in the pan.
Yep.
So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do the mechatronic seals and the mechatronic sleeve, because on these you have to remove the transfer case or like lower the transmission in order to get that sleeve out.
Yeah,
So,
for some insane reason, we are prolonging the lifespan of an automatic transmission, which annoys me to no end. We should instead be shopping for a ZF 6-speed to put in here, but I digress. Yeah, well, we could just let it break and then force her hand.
well,
Or you could not do that because I'm not comfortable driving manual yet. And automatic is my life.
Jake's
No time, no-
That is my whole life.
No time like the future to learn.
God, Jake's gonna get banned from MEJ for that.
Yeah, oh, also, I think I found out why the car is cranking somewhat slowly. That dangly boy should attach to the transmission.
That's an anti-static strap now.
Yeah, now it is literally grounds it to the ground like a Toyota. So that's fun. Yeah, these tension rods are gonna still need done, but other than that, the goal here is to replace this transfer case. We just said transfer case, but the actual goal is to replace the transfer case with this one from the internet. And we're gonna do a service on that before we put it in, and we're gonna use my new tool. Autel sent me over this little guy, the Maxicom MK900, which I'm totally not reading off the back of the tablet because I forgot what it's called. This is sort of their mid-range level bi-directional diagnostic tablet. As you can see, the OBD2 plug is connected physically. It's not a wireless dongle, which I kind of like. Less things to lose, because my gosh, do I lose wireless dongles a lot. We're jumping into the i3 real quick so that I can explain something, because I said the term bidirectional scan tool and I have not explained what that is. Using this as an example. This is an Autel Maxicom MK900. It's a mid-range bidirectional scan tool. But first of all, single directional scan tools. This is like what AutoZone or O'Reilly's will use. They'll come out, they'll plug it in. It's real basic. You can get them for cheap everywhere. Autel makes one as well, and that is able to pull codes. There's 2 tiers of these. There's the generic OBD2 single direction scan tools that are able to pull generic OBD2 codes, mostly pertaining to the standard OBD2 standard, which is mostly centered around emissions, so stuff like your O2 sensor codes, real basic engine codes. Then you have the more advanced single direction scan tools that are able to pull codes from more areas of the car, stuff like heated seat modules having a code, your radio having a code for something. This car has a code for the heater that goes around the camera in the windshield. So that is a code that a more advanced omnidirectional scan tool would be able to find. And then we get into the bidirectional stuff. And this is a pretty decent little bidirectional scan tool. This is the form factor that a lot of them are going to come in. So this Autel is basically a ruggedized Android tablet. It's got glass touch screen, some rubber grippies, and a feature that I really like on all scan tools is this stand, because not only is it for standing on a flat surface, but you hook it around your steering wheel, and then you've got a really easy way to hold it and have your hands free. And as soon as we turn it on, it's pretty obvious this is running Android. I believe this is Android version 11. I think you could probably download and sideload APKs on here and run other Android apps. So you could expand the functionality that way if you want to. But really what you're paying for is the software, the really easy to use user interface for scanning stuff. There is a subscription for updates, which I'm okay with. It makes sense because they're, updates require constant work for them to make them. They're going out and they're figuring out how to do all these things with all these different cars, and that takes time, effort, and money. So paying for more modern software than what came on the device when you got it. I mean, you can not pay and just continue to use this exactly how it is forever, and it'll work exactly the same forever. You just won't get any additional functionality, updated ways of doing things, the results of Autel's investment into finding the newest, best ways to communicate with these cars. So a bidirectional scan tool like this, we'll go ahead and plug it in. I forgot to continue talking around here. We've got USB Type-C charging. It comes with a USB charger. You got to charge it with a Type-C to A cable. It's not real Type-C. Micro SD card. You can put scan results and stuff on that. Full-size USB port for a flash drive. And then we've got the connection for the cable on the back. Camera with a one LED flash. That was a loud beep. Nothing on the bottom or the sides. And then on the front, we just got the screen. Doesn't look like there's a front-facing camera or anything like that. So the interface, pretty simple. Diagnostics, service, data manager, settings, support, authorization, remote desktop update. There's a lot of stuff here so that Autel can help you. I assume they have some sort of support. So there's a lot of stuff here for diagnosing the tablet if you ever have issues with the tablet. But the main thing that we're concerned with is diagnostics, because this is where all the magic happens with a bidirectional scan tool. And I'm gonna grab the camera and flip it around so I can really show you what's going on. So continuing with our BMW here, we're gonna go ahead and just do a standalone diagnostic with this. And that is going to go ahead and connect to the car. This is really, really useful for European cars, especially because they let you do so much. So we're gonna do auto selection, read our VIN. It's able to go reach out, grab the VIN out of the gateway module or whichever module it's able to connect to. First, and the more modern your car is, the better a lot of this stuff works. Stuff prior to 2006, 2008, can be kind of hit or miss on if the car itself supports this kind of thing, but this 2014, super fast, super easy. So now that it's connected, we have our 4 functions. Diagnosis is going to be your single direction scan tool stuff. So we go here and we can auto scan and it'll go through and it'll do every single control unit. So this is like a more advanced single direction scanner. And Autel does sell advanced single direction scanners like this if you don't need any of the bidirectional stuff. So here we go. Right, it scans. So I forgot how fast this car scanned. This BMW has, I don't recall what the bus communication is, but it runs really fast on these cars. And then you can see there, it puts everything that has a fault up at the top, and we can see what it is. If we hit report, boom, we've got everything. Weird intermittent code that's really BMW that doesn't make sense. We've got a low voltage battery code. We've got some charging codes from, oh yeah, the charging connector wigged out on me once. There's the heater for the camera. Looks like image data faulty. I don't actually know what that is. So we've got some interesting stuff here that I have never seen before, but that's all the codes in the car. So if we're back at this menu, let's take a look at what the rest of the stuff does. Under service, this is the bidirectional stuff. This is the really fun things because I can go into body, I can go into locking and security if I want to, and I can go to initialize power window regulators. So if your auto up and down isn't working on your car, this can actually reinitialize your auto up and down and your window regulators and get that working again for you. In this case, they are both fully already normalized, so they're already working. This was just an example, but if I want to, if I hit F1 to do the driver's door, boop. And that's what the bidirectional means. The scan tool is able to control the car in some fashions using effectively the exact same thing as the dealer. Oh no, it wasn't able to do it. There's something wrong with my window regulator. Turns out I just had to do it twice. Poking around a bit more, I found the range extender here for my car, so I'm curious what happens if I try to start it. Now, this could be useful if you're trying to diagnose like a misfire or a problem with the range extender and you want to be able to start or stop it at will. So I don't think it will let me do it. Oh, state of charge is low enough. Press and hold brake, go. Yep, it started up. It's back there chugging away. Well, that's pretty neat. That's actually also pretty useful for telling if my sound deadening was effective or not. Sort of. Could use more sound deadening though. So now it's in the warm-up phase where it's fast idling. And now it's actually targeting 2400 RPM, which it looks like it hit. And I can turn it off. Well, that's pretty cool. So that's a couple of things that you can do with a bidirectional scan tool like this. There's a lot more stuff. I mean, you can run coolant pumps manually to help bleed coolant systems. You can do a lot of resets. You can put things into lift mode if you need to on certain cars. Obviously, all of this depends on what your car is and what it allows you to do. And like I said, this is kind of a mid-level bidirectional scan tool. Autel makes all sorts of things higher than this. The next tier up has stuff like coding options where you can enable and disable certain features in your car depending on what it is. You can adapt new modules into it, and then the tier above that is like their really high-end stuff that lets you do key programming and all kinds of crazy stuff like this. But for 500 bucks, this is a pretty good value for I need to do diagnostics, not necessarily replacing modules and stuff, but if you're just trying to do diagnostics, this thing is a pretty good value. And I mean, I've been using Autel stuff for ages. I know a lot of shops that use Autel stuff, and they all swear by it. Like, the value's there, especially compared to some of the other brands out there that charge 5 times as much for what is effectively the exact same thing. So that's the MK900. We're gonna get back to working on my girlfriend's car now, and we're gonna use this thing to fix it. Practical application, here we go. So we're going to be using this later to reset transmission adaptations and also do an adaptation relearn on the transfer case on this, which are necessary for the car to drive once we're done doing this. I don't know about the transmission relearn, but the transfer case adaptation relearn is necessary because these cars work very similar to Nissan Atessa, which is what the GTRs have, where it is a rear-wheel drive car with an actual honest to goodness 4-wheel drive transfer case type of situation here, where it's got a chain or gears, I think these are gears, going to a front output shaft, and that is going all the time that is spinning. However, the output that actually sends the power forward has a clutch on it, so that clutch is usually open, so this is just freewheeling and not actually being driven by the motor. And then when you want lockup, a little motor there pushes the clutch pack together, and that gives you a defined amount of lockup to the front wheels. So you can be 50% front wheel drive, 50% rear wheel drive, or 100% rear wheel drive, 0% front wheel drive, or anything in between. But no matter what, the car is always at least 50% rear wheel drive. And the problem with these is apparently there is a needle bearing at the front of that clutch pack, and that needle bearing will go bad, and then the clutches will never engage, and so the transfer case will never calibrate. And I believe that is what's going on here. It's a fairly, it's not common, but it is the common failure that these have. Normally, these X-Drive systems are actually regarded as being pretty dang stout because they are pretty mechanically simple. Usually it's the motor that goes out, which John Ross already replaced. We'll probably transfer that motor over to the new one. We do need to get, Amber, you want to grab some parts or some tools and start dropping this, this guy here?
Okay, what do you need?
Some form of socket, presumably. We also have this exhaust here, which is from a junkyard E90 of some description. We were hoping to put it on, but the clamps we got are completely the wrong size, and I'm not entirely convinced that this actually fits. And also, there's a lot more of the stock exhaust here than I thought existed. It goes all the way back to here. So I think the move is gonna probably end up being to cut here or maybe here and weld that muffler on. Though, confusingly, this muffler has these nice little bolt-off mounts, and the car itself has what appear to be... Oh, those might unbolt. No, that is a part of the rear bumper mount, so that must be touring specific. And there's 2 on the rear. So no, it is a different muffler. Dang. Huh. That might be one to bring to a muffler shop and see if they can make it work. I did not realize the touring has a... Or maybe that's from a coupe. I don't know, that might be from a coupe. I'm not sure. Either way, I don't know that it'll work, so that's unfortunate. If nothing else, we can... I don't know. Maybe I can cut a section out of that and at least snake it out so that it comes out the bumper instead of... when you cold start this thing, it's hilarious. All of the smoke just kind of rises up and comes out of the gaps around the taillight, which is super funny. We're doing this fun thing where we make Amber do stuff the hard way first and then we hand her a power tool.
Yeah, assholes.
I made her use a ratchet to take off this massive... Yay.
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 Oh yeah, you drove this thing here, so it is still a little warm.
It's
Yeah.
not super hot. Y'all are supposed to be helping me, the fuck?
Nope. Nope, we're just here to...
Watch me suffer?
Point and laugh.
We're here to drink and be a shooting gallery.
That's not nice.
Working on
thought you
cars...
loved me.
Working on cars sucks. Welcome to the shit show.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I'm okay with working on
It
my own car. It makes me
does.
appreciate it a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah, this exhaust is...
Yeah, I was gonna
come
say,
down to get that out.
the next step was taking the exhaust off, isn't it?
Sir, you put her on this task.
Yeah,
So this is
fucker.
kind of on you.
Oh yeah, I was just... so those are all free, right?
Define free.
Okay, so-
let me bonk them with a hammer real quick, and then they'll be free.
Okay, well, also...
Here's your nut.
I took the nuts off of the only rear hanger this has, so you just slip that off the stud and this will come down.
Oh, do we not need to undo this part?
No, that just holds
Oh, it
them
holds it
separate,
together.
yeah.
Jake,
Yo!
the question becomes then, how violently would you like it to come down, or are you guys gonna help hold this while I...
I'm holding a camera, if that helps. A camera in one hand and a beer in the
I'm gonna
other.
hold this by myself. Get your beach.
It doesn't weigh that much.
What are you gonna do? Hold it with your head?
Alright, let's do this.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that is so loud from right here.
Yeah, there's my fingers.
It's structural.
Structural rust.
Sick.
What hanger?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, nice. Cool. We have an exhaust. Ugh. Perfect time to delete those secondary caps.
That was exhausting!
Yeah. Now,
Y'all suck. Tyler just said this is going to be easy. Sir, would you care to elaborate?
well, we're... Oh, hey, Guivo's in good shape.
Thank heavens, because I didn't buy any of that stuff.
The shape that it's in is round.
Yeah.
I have actually not done a transfer case in one of these specifically, so
Sick.
This is new territory.
Looks
for me.
easy-ish. The BMW Technical Information Services article on this literally just says
Remove exhaust.
remove transfer case. Done.
Yeah.
There were no other linked articles.
It does look like we've got 1, 2.
Oh, are those the ones that hold it to the trans?
Yeah, these looks like these larger. I think.
See, diagrams would
E10
have
or
helped.
E12. So there's one here, one here. I think we've got a couple up top.
Okay.
And not much down here. So
And then we've got the front drive shaft, which does not have a guibo. It just bolts directly to the flange.
yep. Pop these front drive shaft bolts out. Pop this out.
Yeah.
Let's take the motor out first so that we can back these.
For sure, yeah.
These up with a wrench.
That thing is hella in the way.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
Hey.
Ooh.
What?
Well, the guibo is mostly round. It's not fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pulling away.
The dark betrayed us.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Shocking.
This bearing's in good shape. No, that's a bearing, not a shock. not near as bad.
Wait, it has 2 Guibos? The hell?
Yeah.
Huh. E46s don't have that. They have a CV shaft on this end.
Oh,
Or a
really?
CV joint.
Blinded.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Neat.
Oh, my eyeballs, my face balls. Oh my goodness.
My face.
Yep. You're free. Ta-da.
Hiya!
Sent that one on a trip. There you go.
That was easy.
And then up there. Hang those out of the way. So now we have 2 bolts right up here.
Oh, we were talking about taking the motor off first, right?
Yeah. And why did I put the sensor right in the way of that bolt?
Right.
So I have to.
Can I get some paper towels, please? It's running down my armpit. Grimes, get off your fucking phone. Help me, please. I need paper towels. It's running down my armpit.
Getting the true working on cars experience. Fluids running down the armpit is a required part of it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. It doesn't feel good.
Nope.
It's like weirdly
Congratulations.
warm. It's not like hot. It's just.
You're officially a mechanic now.
Fluid looked okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't all shitted up or anything. Okay, David. What the heck? Just trying to take that shtick from him.
So, in the off chance that you lose one, not a big deal.
Wow. Please, my son, he's very sick. Yeah, there's a little bit of schmoo in there, but really,
Yeah.
I mean, for an old auto,
yeah,
that's pretty good.
that's about expected there.
That's
a little bit
less-
of friction material on the magnets.
I mean,
Yeah.
coming from the, what do we got?
16 February, either 05 or 06 date code on that filter. So,
Well, that's
this is
good.
the original. We presume that it may have had a fluid change at some point, but
Nobody has serviced this car.
nobody has replaced this filter.
Awesome. Well, that's
we are
and it,
replacing this filter.
and to clarify, it was not shifting weird or doing anything weird whatsoever.
Yeah.
It drove great.
Well, it says so right there on the side of the transmission that it's lifetime fluid. What they don't tell you is that it's lifetime of the transmission
Yeah, it's
Which-
the warranty period.
might be 100,000 miles.
Yeah.
Might be 150. I mean, these are pretty durable transmissions, but
I mean-
you should be doing these about every 60K.
Yeah.
At least a drain and fill, and like
Well,
every other one, replace the
Coming
filter.
from the 3800 world with the 4T65 EHD, I'm used to seeing a lot more crap on the magnet.
Yeah. Wow, those are probably programmed to slip a lot more for
Yes.
NVH reasons.
That's
and
how you
whatever.
make a 4T65 last, is you shorten the shift times and up the baseline pressure.
Yeah.
And you and that makes them last longer during normal driving, and then under severe driving you make them last by making the kick.
Swapping them to a manual.
Well, yes, but also by making the kick down way more sensitive, so that it isn't trying to kick down while it's making a bunch of torque, because that just nukes the forward engage band.
Yeah. these
Fun
are-
trivia facts.
Yeah, these are very likely programmed to be a lot more firm and
Yeah, it's a sports car.
So-
It's sporty.
unfortunately it's not.
Sporty.
What we're not doing is a simple filter and fluid change. We're actually going to pull the valve body down, the whole solenoid pack, everything, because there are seals on the other side of the valve body between the valve body and the transmission pump. And then there's a couple extra sleeves here. Plus, we also have...
So those will leak internally, which basically just
Yeah.
dumps line pressure where it's not supposed to go and results in less line pressure making it where it needs to, which results in slipping clutches.
Yep.
And then you get a feedback loop that nukes the transmission.
And then also this connector here. They
Oh, that is in there.
Yeah,
It's up
which is why, yeah, you can't replace this without at least removing this cross member.
Yeah.
But this twist lock connector, it has 2 O-rings, and it has a sleeve that goes in. One seals against the solenoid pack here. The conductor plate is what Benz calls it, but you know.
Isn't it mechatronic in this?
Yeah, the mechatronics, and then
Hilarious name.
yeah, and then one that seals against the case. And what happens a lot of the times is that internal one starts to leak, and it'll leak into the connector, wick up through the connector into the harness, and bad things happen.
Awesome.
So we're doing that as preventative maintenance. We don't know if it actually leaks or not, but since we're doing all of this, we might as well do that sleeve.
Yeah.
And those just come out. You pull this down, unlatch it, and twist that connector, and the whole thing comes out. So
Nice.
pretty easy.
That's over-engineering I approve of. Is the nice little latch mechanism.
Yeah, Mercedes has the same design, except they just got like a little 7mm bolt inside of them, and they all leak. And yeah, like we saw in Ed's E430, the TCM had probably half a pint of fluid.
Yeah, it was in. Yeah,
It was oil cooled.
we were pouring it out. That was hilarious.
Jake has a video of that.
I do.
Let's stitch that in there. So we got this Mercedes real cheap. It's a donor for an engine swap, and wouldn't shift. I think we might have a problem.
Out here finding alternate uses for oil filter wrenches.
If it wasn't glass, I would put it in the vise too.
God damn it. I'm actually
Dinner.
shocked you went for a ranch dip, considering
They didn't have corn chips for queso. I'm not gonna do ruffles with queso. That's weird.
you went with ranch. I would have gotten French dip.
I couldn't remember which was which. See, the thing is, I'm at a party and there's just like a bowl of some white stuff sitting next to the ruffles, and I never know what the hell it is. Like, what is that? It doesn't say. It's not labeled. Is that French onion or ranch? Tell me.
Probably French
Well, the
onion.
bowl full of white stuff depends on what kind of party it is.
Most people go with French onion. It's
Where we at?
We are almost ready to pull a valve body. We're held in by 2 screws. So the reason that we're doing this, I've already got the old mechatronic sealing sleeve
Oh, nice.
out, or the connector sleeve.
What a weird looking thing.
Yeah. So you pull this little latch and this just pops out. In theory, but
had to pry it out.
how messed up it is now, obviously, it wasn't that easy.
It didn't come out without a fight.
Yeah, so brand new sleeve.
Nice.
This is our pump seal here.
Oh, yeah.
And then, yeah, these are our little valve body sealing sleeves.
I don't know what I was expecting, but when that tiny little box showed up, I was very confused.
Nope, just a bunch of little rubber sleeves.
Nice.
So, yeah, we're ready to pull the valve body down. I'll have you loosen those while I support it, and we'll let this thing down.
Were you wanting to put the paper towels there?
I will probably end up with fluid in my pits. Again.
It's a party.
Alright, down we come. Oh. Gloopy. This also ensures that we're getting most of the fluid out of this transmission, so we're gonna have,
Yeah, it's gonna be
fresh.
a full fluid change.
yeah.
Wow, look at that.
So, yeah, here's your,
It really is the whole thing.
yep, here's your pump seal there, and then we'll grab a pick and pop all these little sealing sleeves out of there
okay.
and replace those. So, yeah, it's pretty easy. This looks great. This thing looks pretty good.
Damn. So no chance of a manual swap anytime soon.
No, this
Son of a
thing will.
bitch.
This thing's very likely going to last a while. It's in good shape. So, but you know, me putting that out into the universe might curse it. So Jake could get lucky.
Cool. I'll go get a ZF
I will
6-speed
go
and
my
make.
magic at home real quick and make sure that it lasts a while.
Jake's gonna go buy the manual transmission.
Yeah, I'm gonna go keep one in stock. Yeah. What'd you find?
Glittery fluid.
Glittery fluid. That's the transfer case.
Sparkles.
I don't know if you can see it on my finger, but I can see it running out. You can see the kind of metal to it. see it.
Oh yeah, I bet you. Ooh yeah, it's got anti-seize in it. I bet that's parts of those needle bearings I was talking about earlier. You can tell the fluid itself was recently changed, but it's got a lot of debris in it.
Yeah.
She toasts.
She's dead.
Rip.
So.
Oh yeah, no, there's like a lot.
Hopefully the new one's better.
Hey Amber, catch. New bolts, because you want to replace those bolts, and since the kit comes with it, this is Amazon's finest transmission pan with integrated filter. And yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. That's what it looks like clean. Both magnets, and you'll want to lube up all your gaskets here. Just use some new and or old transmission fluid. It doesn't really matter. I don't care what anybody says. You can use old oil, old fluid, whatever. It's not gonna hurt anything. So you line this up and push that in. Just go around and put the rest of them in finger tight. This so that I don't drop a transfer case on my head.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure?
It's moving. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? We drop the broken transfer case on the ground?
Good point. There you go, now you're completely free. Huzzah!
It's
What an
the
interesting
boy.
sound.
Wow, output shaft seal isn't leaking. Shocker. Nice. It's a boy. All right, don't forget which one's the good one. Okay, so here's our new one.
Yep.
The mount looks a little better.
Yeah, the mount's not torn, which is great.
Cool.
So,
And
yeah.
it goes.
Yep.
Oh, damn.
You're not gonna use the jack.
I might use it.
This is the one we care about, Tyler.
It is a divorced transfer case.
Oh my god, it listens to Creed. Wow. All right, let's drive it home.
Without an exhaust.
I mean, no different than most E90s in town. It's the next day. Tyler, how much are you loving your life right now?
Not a lot. I have to drill out those exhaust studs.
Yep, you heard that right. They are...
Terrible.
Yep.
So, I noticed when we were picking it up that the front wheel kind of shifted, and yeah, that torque arm's toast. Both of them are. This one's worse than the other.
At least they're not terribly expensive and they're pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
The hardest part is getting them out of that ball joint there. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, the only downside is, yeah, on the all-wheel drive ones.
Yep.
technically You're supposed to remove the axle. I
Yep.
don't know if there's a way around that. I've not done one on
For some unholy reason, the front drive shaft has to come out to fill the transmission, which is... Yeah, I kind of hate X drives. I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief. Here's a top gear, top tip.
Top tit?
Top tit.
Yeah.
Top of the tit to you. ATF in a weed sprayer with
Yeah.
the nozzle removed. Now it make the weeds shift better.
Yeah. My advice, though, don't buy the 1 gallon size. Buy the 2 gallon size. And what I plan to do eventually is just drill a hole and put a tire valve stem in it so
Yeah.
I can pressurize it. Because now I have to pump this. But yeah, this
Very familiar motion.
works. That's why I'm trying to go home. But yeah, this works to pump fluid. Doesn't work that well with diff oil. I found that out.
Too thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the diff oil, if you know, you know. You run it in hot water or leave it out in the sun.
Yeah.
It's nice and thin.
Just like spray paint cans.
Yeah.
That's some fun noises.
Yeah. So on these transmissions, they've got the drain plug is right here, and the fill is right here. Since we did the mechatronics, we did all of that, we drained quite a bit out of the transmission. That's why we have 2 gallons. So initial fill, you literally just fill it up until it starts dribbling out. Put the drain plug in, start the car. There's a certain temperature range it has to be in. Shift it through the gears to like pump the fluid up inside of it. And then while it's running, you'll pull the drain plug and fill up the transmission until it trickles out again. And that's your level. It's set. So
right now all we can do is fill the pan, and then we got to get it to fill all the mechatronics.
Yeah.
Wait, these don't have a dipstick or anything?
No. The level is set like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mercedes is the same way. They've got, the 722.9. Yeah, that's moving.
Yeah. All on its own.
The 722.9s and like a lot of the Volkswagens, all of that, they're all filled like from the bottom.
Yeah, that's how the Phaeton was.
Yeah.
With the little hooky boy.
Oh no, I mean like directly in. Oh.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. You go up and it hooks in place so that it doesn't just come right back out at you.
Yeah, they've got a standpipe in them. Or the other option is
or a stained pipe.
It's been a while. I've got just a barb fitting. I've got a vacuum cap over it. Yeah, M10 by 1, I think it is, and you just thread it in the bottom of the pan, fill it up, because they have a standpipe that prevents it from spilling out under the correct level while it's running. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So this
it felt really wrong taking a plug out of the bottom of the pan while the car was running.
Yeah.
I was like, this feels...
Yeah, they've got like a little plastic pipe in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still going.
Yep.
Do we need to add more air?
Yeah.
Well practiced.
I know where the piece goes now.
Keep your foot on the brake. Keep your foot on the brake. Put it in park. Now reverse. Keep your foot on the brake. And then neutral. Drive. Back to neutral. Like how it's the most Christmas tree.
Also get one of these with a lock.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, it moves fluid pretty quick. And you don't need like shop air or any of that.
Sweet googly moogly, that is a lot of fluid in that there transmission.
You gotta fill the cooler, you gotta fill the valve body, you gotta fill everything. And then we gotta reset gearbox oil wear.
Yeah. And the transfer case adaptations.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we have something for that.
Insert product placement here.
Yerp.
Oh, there it is.
It's now time to see how many codes this thing has and look at that, it got the VIN automatically. We've got the Autel. We're going to try to do some adaptations, do some fixing, do some scanning. So the first thing we need to do is reset wear adaptation on the transmission, and then we need to do the transfer case relearn, which I believe are both done with the car running, and I think it needs to be in the air. I'm not sure. This Autel is wired, so you just got a connection right in there. No wireless stuff to worry about. I kind of prefer this a little bit. It plugs in. What more do you want? I can't lose this because it's attached because I screwed it in. Perfect for Jake. Okay, so I think we're gonna want service functions. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know why I even went to that one. Powertrain, transmission control. I think we want kind of all of this. Oil change, done. Yes. Awesome. Okay, so that is Cool. So now it knows that it has oil. Always good. Awesome. This thing is responsive. We'll do a adaptation reset. Maybe we don't. Doesn't look like it's necessary for what we just did. So I'm going to choose to leave it alone. So for some reason, the transfer case thing was not completing without errors, but it seems to have completed because we don't have, oh wow, we don't have the traction control issues either. It's just headlights, washer fluid, and a bunch of other lights. So that's pretty promising. Let's see what we have for error faults. The answer is a few, but some of these are, oh no, there are faults in the transfer case. That's fun. What do we have? Radiator blind activation. That's not even a thing. Outside temperature sensor communication. Power management battery. Heater activations. Oh, those are all history codes. Servo motor. Oh, these are, okay, those are past fault. Oil wear is a present fault, but I think that'll go away once we clear it. Instrument clutter interface, that's interesting. Okay, under voltage. There's a lot of low battery stuff here. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna quick erase. Outside temperature, minus 40 degrees. Yeah, I'd say the external temperature sensor is indeed a little bit effed off. Tyler's having fun over there. Radiator blind, why? Outside temperature sensor, and ALC system faulty. I have no idea what that is. But, critically, no engine codes, and no transfer case codes. So I think that means that it be working. And it does have an option here for replace the whole damn thing.
Yeah, well, replace the whole damn thing.
Yeah. See, if you run this, it actually just replaces the transfer case for you.
Yeah.
Turn off terminal 15, replace it, turn, yeah, well, we did turn the car off before replacing the transfer case, so that did happen.
You long pressing on those buttons is really giving me anxiety.
You gotta really make sure that the button gets pressed.
Okay, boomer.
Oh! You hear it?
Mm-hmm.
It was doing things. Of course it stopped as soon as I was done. Oh my gosh, it worked. Okay, I think we have four-wheel drive now. Because that did not error out. Well, there we go. Thanks to the Autel, this car is fixed now. We've gotten rid of a large amount of the errors that this thing had. I don't think... close the doors real quick. I tried to fix the... Sadly, no. Okay, we'll need Johnny's help with the key thing. Autel, send me your key thing so that I can do key things, because we have like an eBay key here as well, and I don't really know what all it takes to make these work in these cars.
Yeah, you need the IM608.
Yeah, IM608. That would get this done. That thing's a beast. This little Autel, though, really good for diagnostics. The only thing I've noticed that it won't do, that the bigger ones will do, is coding. We can't add or remove features of the car with this, which, you know, your average home gamer isn't really going to need to do, but for figuring out what's wrong and clearing codes and resetting adaptations and stuff, this Autel got it done. So, I was kind of hoping that I'd be able to code out the folding mirrors, because the folding mirrors are broken. They're going to get replaced with non-folding mirrors temporarily, and then I'd like to code out the adaptive headlights just for the moment. But hey, whatever. For now, the car runs and drives, and it's going to be reliable, and I mean, what more could you ask for? So we're going to go drive this thing and go get some delicious hamburgers. I don't know why I said it that way. Thanks for watching.